this is what we are making, and let me show you how I actually got there, because if you just ask Claude, hey, build me a modern website, you usually get this. It's fine, it works, but you've seen it 8,000 times. You will forget it in like 4 seconds. And honestly, that's not really Claude's fault. If you give it a vague prompt like make a modern website, there's not much to go on. So it gives you the average of every website it's seen. So instead, I use a pretty simple system. 3 steps. Find something that already looks incredible, have Claude rebuild it, then keep reshaping it until it actually feels like mine. Find it, rebuild it, reshape it. For the rebuild part, I use the same 7-block prompt skeleton every time, then I just follow up and fix whatever Claude gets wrong. And yeah, I've included all of those prompts so you can follow along. One quick thing, when I say a 10K website, I'm talking about the visual side of it, the design, the look, the feel. Not the CMS, not ongoing support, not all other stuff that comes with a real client project. Everything you need is in the description, by the way, and now let's build it. Now, the first thing which I do whenever I build a website, I go to some references and some inspiration. And here's one of the sites you can take a look at. For example, it's refaro.design, and you can see trending styles, popular styles, newest styles. And if you click, for example, on one of the websites, for example, if we go here to the Mercury website, you can see here the design MD, which you can easily copy to Claude code. Then you can see also Tailwind code, CSS variables, and design tokens as well. And if I scroll here down below on the left side, you can see the color palette of the brand itself, typography, then we have the fonts even, and spacing and shape. So pretty much everything you can see right here on the left. Now, there's also another website, collectui.com. This is also a great website to find inspiration. You can go straight here to the landing page, or you can go here, find some button inspiration, navigation, call to actions, footers, and many others as well. So for example, if you go here to the landing page, let's say that I like this one, you can then just simply copy the link here and paste it inside Claude to replicate this website. Now, there's also another website called canvasui.dev, and you can pretty much see here a lot of the building blocks. For example, you can go here to the displacement option. You can see the preview here, and then here you can see the code pretty much. And you can see that the effect is also applied here to everything right here. I think that you can find pretty much all of the inspirations here from those websites I mentioned. And now the next thing to do pretty much here is to download the Claude desktop app. If you are on Windows, download the one for Windows. You can even get one for Linux. And then here for the macOS, you can also get one for Intel and Apple Silicon Mac. So super easy. And I will also put also a link for the Claude code in the video description down below, so you guys can get this desktop app easily. Now, the next thing which you want to do here is to install this design skill. So there's pretty much a lot of the website design skills out there, but this is the one which I quite like. And it's called UI UX Pro Max skill. And you can just copy the link and install it inside Claude code. And I will show you how to do that just in a minute, by the way. And if we scroll here down below, you can see what it will do. It will generate the design system. And this skill is actually built on a lot of the websites like Apple's, Notion's, Figma, maybe Gumroad, and many others. And then here you can pretty much see we have the patterns, we have the styles, colors, typography, key effects, and what to avoid, and also pre-delivery checklist, which is something that I quite like here. And you can pick, for example, from a lot of the templates, from tech to SaaS, finance, healthcare, e-commerce, services, creative, lifestyle, and you can see the features which it also has, like searchable UI styles, color palettes, font pairings, etc. And you can see here down below that it also has a premium version, but overall I think that the free version is just good enough. So the next thing, once you have Claude code installed on your computer or the Claude desktop app, open it like this. You will see pretty much welcome and your name. Then go here on the top left corner and click on code. Then here, one thing which I quite recommend here for you guys is that you create a folder inside your file explorer or finder if you are on Mac. So you can click here on local and then click on plus. You can click here on add folder. And here I added this folder, AI website, and then Claude Code will use this folder and it will create files inside this folder itself. Now, the next thing to do is pretty much that we install that design skill. So make sure that you go here to this website, copy the link like this, and paste it inside. And then ask Claude Code here, install this skill to the project folder. Simple as that. And then here, make sure to change the model. Here you can see Fable is the one which is the best currently. But I think I will go just with Opus 5 here. I think this one is just enough for this project. So Opus 5 it is here. But if you want, you can use Fable 5, Sonnet 5, Haiku 4.5. And then here you can also find a lot more other models. And I will just use Opus 5 here. So then just click on enter and Claude will start doing its thing. And then one thing which I quite also like here about the Claude desktop app is this thing here on the left. So you have this auto option which is currently set up. Claude handles permissions decisions, manual, accept edits, plan, and bypass permissions. So here I have it set to auto, which is set up also by default. Let's make sure that you have this enabled. We can go here back to the browser and let's see here one of the websites which I quite like. I think I will go here to collectui.com. Let's see here one of the websites, one of the landing pages. So we can scroll here down below, which is the one which I would like to replicate. Let's see. And maybe this is the one actually. So this one looks pretty good to me. We have this really nice scrolling animation as you can see here. So let's just copy the link. Let's go here to Claude Code. And you can see here that we have here UI UX Pro Max already installed. So right now, replicate. Now ask here Claude, replicate this site with simple HTML file. And then here, make sure to enter this link or whatever link you choose. And then here, just click on the enter and it will do its thing right now. Now it will go here to the website, take a look at the reference website actually, which is this one, Fora. And then here it will try to rebuild it in a simple HTML. You can also see here that it gave you a preview of the link here inside the Claude desktop app. And then here on the right, you will find this globe thing. If you click on it, you can also see here this browser inside Claude desktop app, which I quite like. And you can see the preview. You can go to a new tab even. You can go, for example, to Google. I think it will work. Yeah, it does work. So yeah, that is pretty cool that you have right now browser built inside Claude desktop app. And now here it built me this website from this reference right here. And I think it looks pretty close to me. Here we even have this animating window. And then if we scroll here down below, we have the sponsors or the themes, and then here we have a simple footer. And I think this is a great starting point actually. So let's close it right here. Let's go back to the code and let me show you here my 7 steps for a prompt which will take this reference image or reference website to a whole new level. And this is simple prompt and you need to have a really good idea. Now I built this prompt with ChatGPT and then here we already have the first building block of the prompt, which is core experience. Create a single page desktop first cinematic WebGL experience titled Meridian. It's a 5-chapter storm watch unfolding over one night inside and around a fictional headland lighthouse. And then for the core experience, you can see build the experience around a fixed full viewport 3.js WebGL canvas that acts as the environmental and cinematic layer beneath the editorial interface. And then we have the target, etc, etc. We have the second building block of a prompt, which is the primary visual set piece, and this is the lighthouse beam in this case. And then we have the third one, environmental simulation. And if we go here down below, you can see that the ChatGPT also included rain. We have the wet surfaces, cliff spray even, and then the fourth building block is lightning and post-processing. And if we scroll here down below, even we have narrative structure. We have even here down below editorial and typographic system. You can see hero, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then for the layer 7, we have layered editorial imagery. And I think that overall this prompt is actually quite good. So let's go here down below and let's copy it like this. Let's go here to Claude, and then here I will paste it inside. And you can see here that it will take this website to a whole new level. So let's just click here on send it and let's see here what Claude will actually cook for us. So now it's here going to all of the tasks and it's updating the task, what it will actually do here. So let's just wait here for a few minutes until it finishes building this beautiful website. Okay, so the website is right now fully built and you can see that it's running here on localhost. So this means that it runs on your computer. And let me show you here a quick preview here. You can see Meridian, this is our pretty much the website. We have here this really cool menu on top, and then we have here some Chinese letters here on the right, and then down below here we even have the menu here on the left. So we have the dusk. If we scroll here down below, we have a dusk. If I scroll even further, we have this really cool animations. You can see here that this beam also moves, the turn, then we have the squall, and now we are moving inside the lighthouse itself. And I think that this is pretty cool. Then we have the wreck light, so you can see here the waves, and super clean to be fair. And now if we move here even further, you can see this last transition where it goes here from the sea back to the shore, and then this is the lighthouse here. And I'm super happy, to be honest, with this website. And I think with this only one prompt, or this system which I used in this video, it came out really nicely. So yeah, I will also put a link for it in the video description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video if you haven't already as well. And with all that being said, I will talk to you guys in the next one.